Top of the morning, everyone. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and your morning market preparation video for July 26, 2017. Hey, everybody. Today we have a big ramp up in earnings reports, and also we have the FOMC. Couple that with, some big reports this morning, economic reports, and we have the elements for a fairly volatile day. Now, it's typical that the market kind of gets light and choppy as we wait for the FOMC announcement. But since we're right in the middle of this earnings ramp up, we could forego that light choppiness and see, some real major price action moves in stocks today. So watch that carefully and be careful as you move forward. Just plan. Volatility is not to be feared. Volatility is to be planned for, to have an action plan. What are you going to do? How are you going to react to it? What is your plan of attack? So that you can do that unemotionally. Avoid that emotion and move forward with a solid plan, okay? So first off, on the economic calendar today, we have, new home sales and then the petroleum status report. Now, both of these can move the market, and it's important to pay attention to them. The big granddaddy of them all today is the FOMC announcement at 2 p.m. Eastern, and you're going to want to pay attention to that. It's very likely we will get some swift, fast reactions right after that announcement. And then, of course, I believe there's a Fed chair speech after that, or press conference. So when Yellen talks, everyone, gets all nervous and wound up. So there can be some additional shock waves that happen during her press conference. But pay attention and just trade wisely. We don't have to chase into this. We don't have to rush. Everyone has seen me, Right Way Options Group anyway, has seen me taking profits this week. Now, I have added some new trades, but I have also been pretty diligent at taking profits this week. As this market extends this rally, I want to be putting some of that money in the bank. So watch, have a plan, and don't be afraid. Don't let greed prevent you from taking a gain. Okay, so let's take a look here at the overall market. We have on the earnings calendar today, we have 275 companies reporting earnings today. So clearly, there could be a lot of activity in the market that we'll need to that the market's going to have to absorb, that the market will react to. So let's take a look at the SPY here first this morning. The SPY has done just a brilliant job of holding up, doing very, very well. And this long-term trend is continuing to be in effect. There's nothing wrong here with this trend. And although we may be a little bit toppy, and when I say toppy, all I'm talking about is this is a normal price action. We pull away from the trend, okay? We move away from the trend. And then what happens? We come back to the trend. So we've pulled away from the trend. What's the normal reaction? Well, this can be a sideways move, or it could be an actual pullback. But we'll normally come back to the trend. Okay, so there's nothing here abnormal. There's nothing here to be panicked about. We have lots of energy right now, and we could extend this rally even further. Okay, nothing says here at this time that we have to immediately start a sideways move or a pullback. We can extend this rally on up. Notice how far we can break away from that trend. We can really move sharply away from them. Look at here. Very sharply away from the trend. So don't speculate that this is over either. There's still plenty of bullish energy in the market. Yesterday we had just a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a rest in the market. Nothing wrong with that. This morning we're looking at a slight gap up in the futures, at least currently. That could change. At least currently, just a slight gap up in the diamonds for sure. And the SPY continuing to look very strong here. So just manage your trade. Be very, very careful how you trade this position. There's no reason to panic or to rush, but I'm using this rally as a reason to be taking profits and doing the job of a professional trader, and that's consistently working for profits. Okay, let's take a look at the diamonds. The diamonds had a little bit more trouble yesterday, but let's keep in mind that all we've really done is kind of, after this breakout, is set a wide range. We're holding support, and as of now, resistance has remained strong. So we're in this box, and you can see we can remain in boxes like that for a period of time, even a long period of time, if need be. Okay, but there's nothing bearish about that just yet. Okay, and there's also nothing to panic over. If we were to draw this trend, notice that this trend just continues to extend. And if we were to pull that back even further for a longer term trend, this trend is still in play. Okay, so until that trend breaks, stay with the trend. Okay, stay with the trend. We could be overbought, but the market will tell us that when it's time to start thinking in that way. That's why I've been taking profits into the rally. Okay, let's take a look at IWM. IWM finished yesterday unbelievably strong, just really powered higher, gapped up and ran, and is looking strong yet this morning, holding up very well. So as long as IWM, and this is, IWM has struggled. Lag behind the rest of the indexes. It's just had all kinds of trouble. But as long as this continues to look like it does right now, we want to stay with this trend, stay with this market overall. And let's take a look at the Qs real quick. The Qs, my goodness, they have been strong. The Qs, after this sell-off that just looked like it was really going to get ugly, we broke that downtrend, sliced through all of these levels of resistance. I mean, just sliced through them like they weren't even there to make brand new highs in the market. And now we're just resting up here. Notice that we're actually putting in a very tight consolidation area. And as long as that remains up here, that's a good thing. That's just showing a lot of strength in the market. If no one wants to sell this below this level, if no one wants to sell it, doesn't that bode well for the bulls? If no one wants to get out of this trade and take profits on this extended run, that just suggests to me if we get a pop out of here, then we can expect this rally to extend. Okay, so watch it close. Now, if it were to break down, all right, different story. Break down. We will normally move lower, rally back to test a resistance level. It's not this first move lower to panic over. It's the failure on the rally back. That's the panic point. That's the place where real damage gets done. Okay, so this right here, if this occurs, this could just be simply some profit taking. This rally back and a lower high failure or a double top failure, that's the problem. So watch for that. Right now, there's no sign of failure. As a matter of fact, we just continue to look strong. Okay. Now, the only place that I see need for concern, and that is here in the VIX. The VIX, extraordinary lows here on the VIX, and we rallied back a little bit yesterday on that VIX, maybe suggesting a bottom candle pattern. But remember, a hammer candle pattern must have a follow through, and this morning it's not looking like we're going to get that follow through. So at least at the open, It could happen anytime during the day. And remember, the VIX can flip and change in about half a heartbeat. So watch that close. If fear does start creeping in, just make sure you have a plan to lock in your profits. Me personally, I'm going to start pulling back on my trading activity as this rally extends. Just lightening up the risk, waiting for a potential turn. May not come, but I'll wait for the next setup if we're going to go higher. Okay. All right, everyone. Hey, folks, if this is the first time you've seen this information, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button. Also, click that follow me button on Facebook so that you can get this information every day. I put it out every single day the market is open, and you're welcome to it. It's part of my morning preparation for trading, and I just simply share it. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or things like that, please feel free to do that as well. Everyone, have a great day. I wish you great profits, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care now.